Hello and welcome to Trailer Talk with Tyrus, and today we're going to be talking about It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. The trailer just dropped, and I got to tell you, the emotion just swelled. Immediately we had that old nostalgia piano that's playing. You know, that's when it takes a theme that you're really familiar with, but it plays on the piano and makes it sound kind of somber. The Jurassic World trailer did it. The Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer did it. Even the terrible Ghostbusters movie that came out did it with its trailer. And it just puts you right back when you hear that. This movie, it's hard to even put into words because I haven't even seen it yet, and already I feel like I love it. I mean, Tom Hanks is playing Mr. Rogers, and you could tell that such care and attention went to his movements, the way that he talks. It sounds like he stepped right into our world again, and I just get so choked up about it because Mr. Rogers holds a special place in a lot of our hearts. He had that uncanny ability to be able to look into the camera of this TV studio, but it felt like he was talking directly to you. And the way that this movie, I hope it's just a love letter to who Mr. Rogers was. The documentary Won't You Be My Neighbor that came out last year, literally my wife and I were just in tears watching it. Just this icon of children's television. I feel like I'm not even talking about the trailer because I get so wrapped up in just who Mr. Rogers was. And one of the things that I think is really cool is that this is based on a true story. And one of the things that I observed and I heard about Mr. Rogers, he was so frustrating to interview because Mr. Rogers was so kind and such a loving person that he showed such concern and care for the person that was interviewing him that he often asked them so many questions. And whenever they would try to like make a dirty joke or like make it a little crass, Mr. Rogers is so like pure and innocent hearted that he just let it wash over him. Like, it just is so amazing. And looking at the puppets that they used in this trailer, it looks like the real thing. I wonder if they actually got the real puppets from the show. Even the scene where they're on the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood set and you look at the TV, the grain on it, it looks like it's one of the actual episodes. It's absolutely amazing. And digging into the story, it's like the guy who is doing a story on Mr. Rogers, his wife, I don't know, she's just like,
Lloyd, please don't ruin my child.
I can tell you, you're not going to find anything scandalous on Mr. Rogers. Oh, it was just so beautiful, the music swelling and Tom Hanks' voiceover. There's one point in the trailer where the guy who's interviewing Mr. Rogers, he said,
"Do you consider yourself a hero?"
And the answer is yes. But Mr. Rogers never felt like he was a hero. Whenever you see him do interviews and stuff, it oozing of humility. Mr. Rogers just had a vision. He wanted to have good children's programming. He understood that children have complex emotions, that they struggle to articulate them, that they don't know how to process them, but that having those emotions are okay and helping them how to express them in a constructive and healthy way. It left a huge impact on my life. It's coming out this Thanksgiving, and honestly, like, if there's something to be thankful for, it's what Mr. Rogers did for not only children's programming, but also for early childhood development. I have friends who are learning how to do early childhood education, and Mr. Rogers is their hero. It's amazing how many times I've seen this trailer posted on social media from all these people who grew up with Fred Rogers, because one of the things that's said in the trailer is like,
sometimes we have to ask for help, and that's okay.
Mr. Rogers, he wanted to make sure that kids knew that there was someone out there who would listen, who cared about them, who understood that they had these immense feelings and how to process. Mr. Rogers tackled subjects like death, divorce, and even racism. He was radical. He never had to talk down to kids. He had, I feel like this is turning into just a monument to who Mr. Rogers was, but like, seriously, the trailer really left an impact. I thought it was very well done. I'm very excited to see it. The fact that Tom Hanks gets the emotions down nearly perfectly. Just the care and attention I can already tell that this movie has towards one of the most beloved television icons of all time. I cannot wait to see this movie. I don't even know how well this trailer review is going because, like I said, I just get so choked up and wrapped up in who Mr. Rogers was. And that's what I think that this movie is trying to do. It's trying to help you remember this man who was an icon and there for many of our childhoods and bring him back, because we don't see that type of person in media today. There will never ever be another Fred Rogers. There just won't be. Maybe that's not true. Maybe someday there could be. But just his profound impact on a lot of people's lives, and particularly on my life. I haven't really gotten a chance to talk about it in this video. But that's one of the things, like, this trailer actually makes me want to make a video where I get to talk about how Fred Rogers specifically actually had an impact on my life. If you'd like me to make that video, please leave it in the comment section down below. But please let me know, how did this trailer make you feel? I know that it evoked definitely a deep response in me. Please, if you like the trailer, please tell me what you like about it. If you didn't like it, I mean, I don't see how you could. It was just wonderful. But please, if you like the content here, please comment, please like, please subscribe, and tell me if you do want to see that Mr. Rogers video essay that I was talking about earlier. This has been Trailer Talk with Tyrus. God bless, and catch you next time.